Hello everybody, Anmarchi here. Welcome back to Feed the Beast. We have another amazing episode for you here today. I've been working with some of my machines here. I have some stuff that I want to test out. But I think that before we start this recording, I'm just going to have to, wow, turn off smooth lighting. I was going to nerf my settings, but I realized that they're already pretty much nerfed. When I say nerf my settings, I mean like lower my video quality so that I lag less, but I'm lagging a bunch. Um, let's see. Is this done? Yeah, it's done. Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay. I recently made a second redstone energy cell. Okay, because I want to play around with that. But I've also been doing a lot of bee breeding. That's why I have all this bee stuff in here. I figured out what I want my end goal to be. So my end goal for a bee is an elastic bee. Uh, Let me see if you can find it in here. I looked it up on the wiki. I have not seen it in here yet. Whoops. Elas. Let me just search bee. Oh yeah, they don't keep the bees in here. I knew that. But for anyone who's interested in bee breeding, let me at least show you. Uh, they're not working now because it's nighttime, of course. And this is a Zeppelin that Ricky Rocks made me. Let me see, do I have any cargo in here? So you jump in. It's actually trying to fly. But I'm just going to press R, K, no cargo. But I also press R to turn off my jetpack. So I have to press it again to turn it back on. Now, my bees are going fine, and I've been keeping my bees in these chests. And that one's almost filled up. That one is missing one spot. You see, because a lot of my bees aren't pure bees, which is a mistake that I made. A lot of my bees aren't pure. They're like mixed, which was a bad idea, I know. Because they don't stack then and for other reasons. But I filled up 3 of them, and I almost filled up a 4th one here. So I started keeping them in here. This is the bee indexer, and this is such a nicer way to keep them. You can sort them by type, no sorting, and then species. I sort them by species, and I keep them right here. Like I said, I interbred all my bees so they didn't stack, but you see I have 5 industrious bees here stacked because they're all pure, or they're all the same, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm on my road to fixing my bees. But the elastic bee, so there's an oily bee, which you get from combining a bunch of other bees. I won't get into it. And the oily bee can create oil, which will be used to power stuff. And I'm going to start charging this redstone energy cell. We use oil to power a lot of our stuff here. Whoops. I think you could pick this up with a pick. I never have tried. So, there we go. And now my goal is I just want to give it a little bit of power. Okay, that's actually enough. Basically, the bee will create oil and rubber for us, which are 2 things that I use a lot. Okay, 593, break it, place it over here, 0. I have one idea. Wrench. I thought that there was a way to move these where you didn't need... That's not the wrench I need. Prototype Omni wrench. 2 diamonds. I need cyan wool. How do you make cyan dye? I honestly forget. Oh, could I use a Prussian drop? No, I need turquoise drop. Of course. Oh, here. How do I make cyan dye? Oh, I could use cactus and the Prussian stuff. That'll be easy. Well, might as well make it on camera. Why not? Why not? You see, bees, they're helpful in the most out of the ordinary ways. I got these Prussian drops, which actually... I'll keep this in here. I got these Prussian drops which act as blue dye. So you could tell how often I use blue dye. I rarely ever use blue dye. Like, why would I need blue dye? But I mean, I needed it for this one thing. I don't know. I'm making the Omni wrench because you need it for some stuff like duct. I think that you need it for... I don't know if you need it for the superconductor, but I think you need it for a liquid duct? Is that what it's called? A liquid duct. I think that for a liquiduct. That's what you need. An Omni wrench. And these kind of look like liquiducts, so I don't know. It was a shot in the dark. Let's try it. Need cactus green. Goes so fast when it's at full power. Boom! Combine green and blue. Get cyan. I have 5 pieces of string on me. Take that. Put that next to that. That. What was it called? An Omni wrench? Yeah. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't think it will. It's really just a shot in the dark, but it's not too expensive. And ooh, I am running low on diamonds, sadly enough. But look at my rubies. Oh my god, look at all those rubies. Look at that. That is crazy. And then I have a lot of shards too. Over a stack of uranium. I don't know why these ores are in here. This is diamond dust, so I guess I could make that into diamonds if I really wanted to. And then, what else was in here that didn't belong? Ender pearl. I just keep the ender pearls in there. I don't have a good reason. I use them for the pulsating chipsets, which are very useful. Okay, let's see how this shot in the dark works. I don't know, guys. First, let's put it down and see if we can break it with the Omni wrench. Okay. Broke with the Omni wrench, which is a good sign. Now let's give it a little. Okay. It's got some power. About how much it had last time. And let's break it. And then let's move it over here. And let's look. Oh, it kept the power. Good. Okay. So I'm going to break it again. It had 814. I'm just curious. Now I'm just curious. What does it lose any power? It had 814. Still has 814. So now I want to use this redstone energy cell at a quarry because it's easier than walking over and setting up. It's easier than walking over and setting up engines like there. So I don't know why. I don't want it to feed in. It can't because it doesn't have a pipe. But I just make me feel better on the inside. I'm actually curious. Once this fills up, we'll keep filling up. So, we got a lot of oil. We'll be fine. I do have my pump on me because I need to set up another oil thing. But our Omni wrench actually came through for us. Yay! I might mess around with those liquiducts and other stuff from this mod, I guess. I don't know what this mod really, like, I haven't looked too far into it. So, I'm going to charge this up and I will be back in a second. Alright, and I'm back, and I've been playing around with this handy-dandy Omni wrench. I thought I was wasting my time with it, but it is extremely useful. I changed all of the pipes back here to these energy conduit pipes, whatever they're called. And they're better because I don't think that they explode. I'm not sure. But also they're more convenient because you don't have to make, like, when you're using the Buildcraft pipes, you have to make, what is it now? You have to make the wooden conductive pipes, and to start, and then you have to make the golden conductive. But with here, the orange is acting as a wooden conductive, and now the blue's acting as a golden. Now the orange is acting as a wooden, and you can just change it with the click of a button. Also, it is they're hard to break, which I don't really care for, but they don't explode, which is the biggest turn on for me because I often leave this on and I hate it when it explodes. I also set this up to a switch. Oh, it's going right now. Oh, because I wanted to, because I'm making more. These are actually pretty. Oh, we're out of magma. I mean, redstone. So, if you take a second, I don't want a full stack. Oh, I had 13 on me. What is going on? Why did my inventory just freak out for no reason? If you take a look at how to make them, I have them right here. You need to make these, which are actually kind of expensive. But again, like I said, they don't explode, so I think it's worth it. This is silver and gold. Whoops, I make them this way. Silver and gold makes electrum. Let me see, what is the other way to make them? Silver and gold, yeah, silver and gold. And then hardened glass, which is obsidian and lead. And I would normally be like, yeah, that's pretty expensive, but I have over 3 stacks of gold, or at least I did a second ago. And then I have like over, what is this, 14 stacks of silver, and then another uh, 10 stacks of lead. So like I'm not really worried about that too much. Now let's get some more of that in there. Now I know you guys are all wondering, so this is killing me. This inventory thing. I need to find a better way to store my stuff. But for the sake of the video, it must go on. Let's do this. Okay. Let's just turn it off. Now, I almost forgot the most important part. I have a random pulverizer on me because I was testing out those pipes to see how they worked. Let me put that away. Sorry about that. What? Why didn't it go in there? I thought that I clicked. Okay. How is this doing on power? Okay. Well, that's not full, which means that's not full. Let's head down here. I'm still eating bread. Don't have a good food source. Now I used my handy dandy engines to fill this to the brim. Actually took a little while, but not too long. A lot quicker than it would have been. Oh, look, it tells us. Ah, look at that. Tells us all of its stats right there, right on it. Okay. Now, as some of you know, Jay and Snowboarder and I mentioned this last video, pooled our resources for yet another quarry. Now, the longer time subscribers will know that in the first quarry that we had, we kind of blew it. We used... Oh, yeah, what happened here? Someone said something happened here. In the first quarry that we had... Oh, whoops. That was so close. Did you see that? I forgot I didn't have my jetpack engine on. I thought it was all over. I'll just take a stack of cobblestone, just for blocks. For some scaffolding. Now, in the first quarry, we used combustion engines, left them on, they exploded, blew up the quarry, and everything around it. Sad story, right? I don't have a comeback to that. But, let's see. How is this guy doing? Oh, he's at 8. But I don't want to, like, reset it up. Yeah, it's not worth it. We've been doing our mining in the Twilight Forest. As you can see here, we did a bunch. This chest is actually mine. Anything in here? Nothing too good. And then this crystal chest you see on the end here is the resources that I have to split with Jay and Snowboarder. So I'll actually take out my half right now. I'm just going to go down the line and take out half of everything. Okay, actually I do get all the copper because of a complication that we had. He needed copper, and he kind of took it from the quarry when it was like halfway done. And so I said, how could you do that? And he said, it's fine, you can just get all the, when it's done you can get it all. Ooh, I need the tin. Okay, crude oil. I actually want that princess. I don't think he'll care because he doesn't do bees. I'll throw that arrow on the ground. So, the whole reason I made this a redstone energy cell is look how we were powering our quarry, right? We literally had our quarry hooked up to a Stirling engine, and we would occasionally come and throw stuff in, and then it would move like a few blocks. It took us so long to not even finish this part. Like, I was going to say it took us so long to finish, but we didn't even finish. So, I am, and then, like, I kind of wasn't, you know, fully engaging in, like, taking control of the quarry because it was half mine, half JN's, and he wasn't fully going in taking control of the quarry because it was half of ours. And rather than pooling our resources and saving resources, we ended up losing them because neither of us would take control of the quarry. I can't speak for him, but I think that he was going through something similar to what I was. So, let's move all of our stuff back. I'm sorry, I did not think this part through. I'll actually go put his resources in a chest for him and all that stuff. We got some pretty good stuff, I guess. But we've been doing our mining in the Twilight, and to be honest, it's supposed to be, I heard a rumor, and I don't know if this is true. Maybe you guys can tell me. But ores appear more regularly in the Twilight. The idea that it's easy, you find better stuff in the Twilight more often. I think that you find better stuff higher, because I think I found gold a lot higher than you can find it in the overworld. But to be honest, at this point, it's more of an inconvenience to keep going to the Twilight and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So, okay. I'm just going to make some more of these landmarks. I make them every time I need them because I always lose them. So I think it's more of an inconvenience. If it is true, I'll think about moving it back, but for now, it'll be fine. I'm going to go move Jay and stuff, set it all up, and then I'll come back for the actual setup of the quarry. Alright, so guys, I dropped off Jan's stuff. I left it in the Twilight where I left his stuff last time. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll also shoot him a message on Skype. Don't worry. He'll get it. I'm not stealing it. But this is where we set up our first quarry. You can see how far it got. And then Mark set up a turtle right next to it. You can see how far that got. Not very far at all. But I am happy to be back here in the overworld. It's better than being in the Twilight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then that blocks 20. I don't have any, like, flippin' fladoodle and scaffolding blocks. So let me just do one more one. Oh, I can just do the math. So I'm on 358, so I have to go to 338. Oh, no. Wait, was I on 358? Oh, I'm going up, so I have to go to 378. 358 sounded way too far off. So let's just bleep, bleep, bloop, blop. This should go pretty quick because you can control how fast the... There we go. See how that goes? Just goes like that. It will keep 4 chunks loaded, which is actually pretty small for a quarry. Quarries usually keep more than 4 chunks loaded. Or at least my quarries have. And as I do this, I'm not trying to count Jay and Snowboarder out. It's actually the opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, we made this together, so I'm trying to include him. But the conversation did come up, like, what are we going to do? Because eventually we're going to want our own quarries. And I said, oh, one of us will just buy the other one out of the quarry, and then the one that doesn't get it will just get to make their own. So that's as far as that goes. I'm not really one for sharing stuff, but I don't really care that much. Let's go there. I'd actually prefer to go here. We'll go back into there if I put it there. Yeah, I don't like it connecting there. I don't know what that could do. That could be harmful. So let's just do that. Okay, and then I'll put down the 5 barrels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the crystal chest at the end. Exact same setup as in the forest, just looks a little different. So first one's sand. Okay. Sand, cobble, dirt, gravel we should do. I'll have 2 barrels for gravel. Whoop. Let's get some... Oh, there might be some in here. This is the remnants of the first quarry. Gravel should be 1, and that equals 4, so then 1 more for dirt. I'll be checking in on it all the time, so if any of these barrels start to get too full... Why can't I see the sand? Is it facing that way? Is that why? Yeah, it's probably just facing on one of the sides I can't see. I hate not being able to see it. But, I mean, I could just click it and it tells me 1 cobblestone, 2 sand, and then put in the gravel. Oh, wait. Give me that gravel. Put in the cobblestone, put in the gravel, put in the dirt. Why can I see those? Here. Let me try to put it in a different way. It's the same way I put it in last time. Here. Let me try. No, that was the bad idea. I don't even know why I did that. Huh. What did I do differently for these? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. It's not a big deal. It's just a preference thing of mine. Now, the fun part. The part that could always lead to explosion. What? Who said that? Okay, let's put that there. Now, I don't have it set up. Let's just give it 5. Give it 5. 5's a little slow. Okay. Let's give it 10. And I plan to... Oh, look at that speed! I plan to... Like, eventually this will run out, right? And then what I'll do, I'm going to make another one right after the episode ends, right after I call it right here. I'm going to make a second, or a third rather, redstone energy cell, and then I'll charge that one up, and when that one's done charging, I'll swap it out for this one. So indirectly, in a sense, we are running this quarry off oil, because I'm running it off my oil tank in my base. So, I mean, that does mean that I'm going to be blowing through oil a little bit quicker, or even a lot a bit quicker than I have been in the past. So, that'll be something. We'll have to see. I mean, I have a lot of places where I can go get oil, and I already explained the whole oil thing, how I want to use it. And hopefully soon enough, we'll have those elastic bees, which will produce us with oil and what not goodies that we need. And the reason that I use relays here instead of buildcraft pipes is because I'm actually going to slow this down to 5. I feel like we're not getting 100% efficiency at 10. I don't know why. That's just my feeling. It's kind of senseless, I guess. But I like the relays better. They can pull out a stack at a time, plus they're smart. So, like, if this was a buildcraft pipe, it would take, the first 5 sand, put it in here, put in 5 more sand over here. Whoops. Put in a few more sand over here, put some in the chest. Like, the pneumatic tubes actually know, like, okay, sand goes in this one because this is a sand barrel. This goes in there because this is this barrel. Those actually know what they're doing, opposed to the buildcraft pipes that kind of just randomly put your stuff wherever. So, I hope that you learned something about quarries. I know I did, and I learned something about this amazing tool called the prototyped Omni Wrench. Is it like a temporary recipe? Is that why it's a prototype? Or is it it? I kind of like the recipe. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.